In the deep, silence is a lie. On this blue battlefield, every shadow has teeth. Every color is a warning. And every second is a fight you aren't guaranteed to win. You are looking at the ocean's greatest secret, an impossible imposter, a master of 1,000 faces, hidden in plain sight. But when the mask slips and the camouflage fails, the hunt begins.
Welcome to the alien world. Look at a map of the Earth. What color do you see the most? Blue. The ocean covers over 70% of our planet. But for us humans, it is basically an alien world. Think about it. Down there, you have to deal with water that can be freezing cold, pressure so heavy it would squish a submarine like a soda can, and places that are completely pitch black. Oh, and you also have to figure out how to breathe underwater. Yet, from the sunny, colorful coral reefs to the deepest, darkest trenches, millions of animals don't just survive, they totally rock at living there. How do they do it? They have real-life superpowers. Today, we are going on an epic 10-minute dive to uncover the absolute coolest survival secrets of sea animals. Buckle up your scuba gear because we are diving in. Let's start in the shallow water, like a tropical coral reef. It's warm, it's sunny, and it's beautiful. But guess what? Because it's so nice, everyone wants to live here. It is like the most crowded city on Earth. The biggest problem here isn't the cold, it's finding a safe home and hiding from hungry neighbors. Check out the clownfish. You probably recognize this little orange and white guy. To stay safe, the clownfish lives inside a sea anemone. Now, sea anemones look like pretty plants, but they are actually animals with tentacles full of stinging poison. If a regular fish touches those tentacles, zap, it gets paralyzed. So how does the clownfish survive? It wears a magic invisibility cloak. Well, sort of. The clownfish covers its body in a special slimy mucus. This slime tricks the anemone into thinking the clownfish is just another part of the anemone. The anemone doesn't sting it, and the clownfish gets the ultimate safe house that no predator dares to enter. But the ultimate survivor of the shallows is the Mimic Octopus. A lot of octopuses can change their color to match a rock or coral, but the Mimic Octopus takes it to the next level. It changes its whole shape. If a hungry predator comes by, this octopus will spread its arms wide to look like a poisonous lionfish, or it will hide 6 of its arms in the sand and stick 2 out to look exactly like a deadly sea snake. It's the ocean's greatest actor, using disguises to scare off bullies. Let's leave the reef and swim out into the open ocean. Out here, there is nowhere to hide. No rocks, no coral, just miles and miles of blue water. To survive out here, you have to be fast or you have to be able to dive super deep. Let's talk about sharks. Most fish are cold-blooded, which means their body temperature is the same as the cold water around them. This can make them a little sluggish, but not the great white shark. Great whites have a special net of blood vessels inside their bodies. It works like a built-in heater for their muscles and their stomach. Because their muscles are kept warm, they can swim way faster, turn sharper, and hunt better than the cold fish they are chasing. It's like having a sports car engine inside a fish. But what if you aren't a fish? What if you're a mammal like us, and you need to breathe air, but your food is hundreds of feet underwater? Enter the sperm whale. These giants hunt giant squid way down in the dark. A sperm whale can take a single breath and dive underwater for up to 90 minutes. How? Their muscles are packed with a special protein that acts like an oxygen backpack, storing tons of extra air in their muscles instead of just their lungs. Also, when they dive deep, the water pressure is heavy enough to crush a car. To stop their ribs from breaking, their rib cage is actually flexible. It folds up safely like a squeezable water bottle. Brr! Put on your winter coat because we are heading to the freezing waters of the Arctic and Antarctica. The water here is so cold it can drop below 0 degrees Celsius. If you or I jumped in, our blood would literally start to freeze. So how do animals live in a giant ice cube? Meet the Antarctic icefish. This fish is completely see-through. You can literally see its brain and heart, but its real superpower is in its blood. It has evolved to create special proteins that act exactly like the antifreeze liquid your parents put in their car during winter. This biological antifreeze grabs onto any tiny ice crystals that try to form in the fish's blood and stops them from growing. It is impossible for this fish to freeze. For marine mammals like walruses, seals, and whales, they use a different trick: blubber. Blubber isn't just regular fat, it is a super thick, dense layer of tissue that wraps completely around their bodies. It's like wearing 5 heavy winter sleeping bags all at once. Even if the water is freezing, the animal's inside temperature stays nice and toasty. Now we're diving deep, past 3,000 feet down. We entered the midnight zone. Sunlight cannot reach down here. It is pitch black. The water is freezing, and the weight of the water above, the pressure, is equal to having an elephant stand on your big toe. If a normal fish swam down here, the air bladder it uses to float would pop. So deep sea animals have gotten very weird to survive. Take the blobfish. On the surface, it looks like a grumpy pile of pink jelly, but down in the deep, it looks like a normal fish. The blobfish doesn't have strong bones or hard muscles. Its body is made of squishy jelly that is just slightly lighter than water. This lets it float just above the seafloor without using any energy at all, completely ignoring the crushing pressure. And then there's the total darkness. How do you find a snack when you can't see your own fins? You bring your own flashlight. The anglerfish has a long spine sticking out of its head with a glowing bulb on the end. It makes this light using special glowing bacteria. In the pitch black, tiny fish see the glowing light and think, "Ooh, a snack." They swim closer and closer to the light until, chomp, the anglerfish gets a meal. It's the ultimate booby trap. We've hit the very bottom of the ocean, and we've found the most mind-blowing survival story of all: hydrothermal vents. These are basically underwater volcanoes that spit out boiling hot water filled with toxic chemicals from deep inside the earth. It's dark, it's toxic, and it's boiling hot. But look closer, it's completely covered in life. Check out these giant tube worms. They can grow to be 8 feet tall. Every other food chain on Earth starts with the sun. Plants use sunlight to grow. Animals eat the plants, and so on. But down here, there is no sun. So these tube worms have bacteria living inside their bodies that can eat the toxic chemicals coming out of the earth and turn them into food. It's like eating poisonous smoke and turning it into a cheeseburger. Because of this amazing trick, a whole alien world of crabs, shrimp, and worms can live at the bottom of the world. From magic slime shields and shape-shifting octopuses to antifreeze blood and built-in flashlights, sea animals are the ultimate survival experts. They have spent millions of years figuring out how to conquer the toughest environments on the planet. Our oceans are wild, weird, and absolutely wonderful. But they also need our help to stay healthy and clean, so these amazing creatures can keep showing off their superpowers for millions of years to come. Thanks for diving with us today. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and we'll see you on the next adventure.
It's my birthday!